everybody, my name is Offbeat Outlaw. Amelia's in the wrong spot.
This is my spot now. Where am I?
You're in Danny's position currently.
I'll be Danny.
Holy shit, that was so accurate.
You have to make it so loud that the mic doesn't peak.
That the mic just goes,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it that loud. My roommate's on the phone with her mom, so. I don't know if she can hear me, but.
What a great time to hear a scream, though, coming from the other room. But hello.
Yeah, I think she's desensitized at this point.
My name
You've
is
played enough D&D games.
My name is Offbeat Outlaw. I'm the dungeon master of this group. I use he, they pronouns. Welcome to Paperwork Pantheon. I've got an announcement before I let the players introduce themselves. The winner of the Clips Challenge on my Twitch is Ballad Boy. On a technicality, if he was the only one who submitted a clip. That's right, if you watch my Twitch, if you save a clip, every Friday, I will introduce some new NPC into PP game that is named after you. So there will be an NPC now named Ballad Boy. How relevant will they be? Who fucking knows? That's up to me to decide. But they will be there. So if you want NPCs named after your usernames, go to my Twitch and save all the good clips that you can and submit them.
Are you telling me that we have to interact with people named after people's usernames? Just in general, like...
We don't have to interact with them. They'll just be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're gonna make a point of it. Like, you have to have them introduce themselves or whatever so that we know that they're there.
And then they could be the random guy who's like, hello, my name is Ballad Boy, but my real name is Jeffrey. But I'm the one who sells music. They know me across the land.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, do we now have to, straight-faced, be talking to people?
No, you can make fun of them for their
chat's
stupid fucking names.
usernames.
You can make fun of them for their stupid fucking names.
I will be.
But you don't need to ask permission to make fun of anything in this game. This game's ridiculous. I think...
This is serious. This is serious Dungeons and Dragons.
But every week there will be at least one if, you know, or I'll just keep reusing Ballad Boy if he's the only one who submits, so...
Then we'll just be... He'll be like the Cabbage Man.
Cabbages!
Wait, no, not the Cabbage Man. Isn't there in Pokemon, what's her face?
Huh?
In Pokemon, what's her face? The one that's everywhere?
Nurse Joy or Officer Jenny?
Because both.
I don't know, I don't remember Pokemon. It'll be like that.
Great, the winner can choose a normal name if they wish. If they wish, they can choose a normal name.
Let me make fun of your username.
Brooke's just in a pissy mood. First it was objecting to this.
I am.
First it was objecting to this. Now it's, no, let me make fun of it. What? Gee willikers.
I wasn't objecting to you doing it.
Women, am I right?
Women, am I right? Jeez. Them and their valid emotions and life troubles that result in them.
Imagine experiencing life.
Yeah, just exist on the internet as a figment of everyone's entertainment, like I do.
I don't
believe
even
that's
exist.
Danny.
That's true. He just lives in the computer. He's very much the Tamagotchi of the friend group, I think.
Wow, just like
Yeah.
Janelle Monáe.
Just like Janelle Monáe.
Sometimes he just like randomly will supposedly show up at a convention, but if I'm not there, then as far as I'm concerned, it's content in his living room.
He only lives in the he lives in the camera. As soon as you turn on the camera, he's just there. It's great.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyway, Amelia, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Amelia Som, and my pronouns will be yours if you can solve my riddles 3. You can find me most places at links.ameliasom.com.
Hell yeah. And Brooke.
My name is Brooklyn Tuesday, and I would like to hear these riddles 3.
You don't get them now. I can't just read them on the internet.
Why?
Well, first of all, you have to find me under a bridge. Oh my god, it's episode 42.
It is.
The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
May as well be.
That's the first one. Figure it
I
out.
don't know the other one.
No, the first riddle.
Oh,
thinking about that. Do you want to intro the show?
Well, what? Give us your second riddle, and then I'll intro to.
Whoa. No, you have to solve the riddle before you get the other two.
Oh, okay.
For the other two riddles I totally have and have thought of. The second riddle is me solving this. If I can solve this by the end of the episode, you'll get a pronoun.
Damn.
Which
All right,
one?
everyone.
Do I get to pick?
You'll take what you get.
Get what you deserve.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
So, we flash to the party in the Feywild. Godfried is grasped by skeletal hands and dragged back into the world. Actually, no, you're not in the Feywild, are you? You're in the Pantheon.
It's time to be real.
Yeah, we went to the Pantheon so that we didn't leave that library when we returned to the Feywild so that our friends could use it.
Right. So, I've got the music on.
Are you being real right now?
I'm being so real right now.
Okay.
And the Pantheon. You guys have spoken with Death. Spoken with them about your own deaths. Spoken to them about Godfried's death, most specifically, and how it wasn't an error. It was correct.
Does Viari just, like, leave Godfried and Death to, like, you know, bone?
Yeah, I think you just leave them to go do what skeletons do.
Viari is either the greatest wingman of all time or the worst third wheel. There is no in between.
I think Godfried is just the horniest skeleton.
Yeah, but between Godfried
All
and
he
Ace,
knows is bone.
all we need is for Fader to suddenly take an interest in someone, and then Viari is just going to be like, it's literally everyone. Anytime I'm in a conversation, they just leave to go be with their partner.
Godfried and Ace are both incredibly horny, but at vastly different ends of some spectrum I can't articulate.
So, you all, VR, you leave, I guess, to go to the break room. You're like, may as well grab some coffee while I'm here. Ace, you are in the break room.
Yeah, drinking coffee.
What, you? Didn't you? Okay, whatever. Godfried and I went to a magic library, and we figured we didn't want to leave it in case you wanted to check it out.
Oh,
So we just came up here to do stuff.
I do.
Also, I'm working on the dreaming, I guess. Maybe, kind of, sort of.
Okay. Anything useful from the library?
Something about Corey. There could be like a face spirit or something, which is the reason why I can speak it. I don't know.
Like inside you?
Godfried? Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't really seem that important, to be honest.
I don't trust that.
Well, that was one of the options. I don't want to lose the ability to speak Corey, so I'm just not going to interrogate that.
I almost had it. I'm
so
so
anyway,
sorry.
Godfried's going and hanging out with Death, and also Godfried is like the same person, born over and over again.
That sounds like excellent character design. It's just brilliant. Okay, so what does that mean?
Did you want to go to the library? Did you have any questions that you wanted to ask for?
Oh, yeah, we should probably ask questions about agreement. Apparently he's not cooperating or something. So...
Oh, okay. So the library got mad at me when I asked a question about the Order Pantheon, so like, you can try, but I got kicked out.
Oh, okay. Well, then I won't do that. I don't want to get kicked out of the library. Okay.
Ask good questions about anything Fae related.
Okay.
Anything.
Library and Death is at the library?
No, Death is up here. That's why we're up here.
Got it. Should I talk with Death? Is that necessary?
I don't think so. I mean, if you want to. Do you have questions for Death?
I mean, I could think of questions for anybody.
Oh, well, I mean, Godfried and him are pretty busy right now.
Do you know when they'll be free? Is it like a penance thing?
It's not a penance thing. Although, I did hear some interesting things about paying penance as I was leaving, so, I don't know, maybe it could be. But
is that, do we need to be worried about that for domains? Is there like some overlap or something?
I wouldn't think so. I'm sure there's some overlap, but I don't think That's that's a us problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go to the library.
Yeah, cool.
You go out to the main pavilion, where the Golden Divine Contract sits. There, Alistair is there to write you all both teleportation agreements and send you back to where you came from, following with you as a little firefly. And you find your way back to the Feywild.
I was like a kid on Christmas with this whole little firefly thing.
He is. He's never been here. He's very fascinated.
He's like, I just get to be a firefly.
No thoughts, just vibes.
Just vibes. And so you guys arrive back at the library. The Fey Library. It is, as described last time, filled with rows upon rows of books on these moving panels and magical hands that facilitate the grabbing and moving, a magical mist that facilitate the moving and grabbing of books. You see a little terminal in front of you, A's, that has a search bar that you can input whatever you want.
Have I been here?
Roll a d20 for me.
15.
15? Yes, you have. You've been here a few times on assignment from Lady Luna. You were commanded to, though, to get very specific books before. You've never been here just, like, on leisure.
Okay. Anything Fae related? I'm gonna put in Z's in the search bar.
You get from the return from what, like, the books, like, you get a bunch of books. You get a whole stack. I'd say easily 50 books. You see that there's a bit of like it tells you, like, in the description of, like, the books that have been returned, it says 10 of these have direct references. The other 40 are, like, indirect references to Z's.
Okay, I'll start with the direct references.
All right. Please make an investigation check for the 10 books.
Absolutely. Gross.
Is Danny okay? He's clearly fine. I don't know why he wouldn't be.
That is only an 11.
You look through these books for the Z's references, and you find that as you skim through them, it's mostly just kind of nonsense. It's a lot of it is claiming things to Z's that you know for a fact he didn't do or wasn't a part of. Or, like, what you can find is, like, just, like, really weird information that's like Z's is a boogeyman or whatever. Like, a lot of it doesn't seem very truthful. But you didn't really get a good look at all the books. Some of the books didn't seem to have much.
I'm gonna search for books that Z's has checked out. If I assume they've been here at some point.
Please make a. What tool proficiencies do you have?
Tools? Or are they skills?
Tools.
Tinker's tools, and I can kind of make any tools with those.
So with your Tinkerer's tools, you are aware of these sort of magical technologies. Make a sleight of hand check using your Tinkerer's tool proficiency. So just take your sleight of hand and add proficiency for your Tinkerer's tools to get into the system log information.
Oh my god, 5 plus 8, 23.
You pop open a panel underneath, and quickly you begin pumping little bits of magic into places. And
Diari, look out.
The system just kind of goes, and you get up to the command prompt panel. You can now get any information that you want out of the system.
I just do the same query, but I put sudo in front of it.
You get again, and you see that Z's has checked the books that Z's has checked out very specifically. He's checked out things on politics, Fey politics very specifically.
Politics for dummies.
Politics for dummies. He's checked out how to be a lieutenant, what it means to be a lieutenant, Lieutenant 101. and another book that's jokingly titled, "So Now You're a Lieutenant. Here's What You Need to Know."
And there's 2 books. It's like everything they teach you in Fey Court Lieutenant School, and then another book that's everything they don't teach you in Fey Court Lieutenant School.
That book is significantly larger.
Yeah.
You a bunch of books on that. You see, a lot of them seem to be him trying to be good at being at politics and trying to learn that. You also see a bunch of books on war strategy that have been taken out, and combat strategy specifically, and even some that you note are related to the Pantheons, that being a documentation of the Fae, the war, the Pantheonic War, and the Fae's part in it.
Okay. I'll look.
That was probably the most recent one taken in the last 1,000 years.
Okay, I will pull that one to read. I already know how to be a lieutenant, so I think I'm good on the other ones. I also want to. I'm sure that like at some point Ace has checked out like a lot of the more general books about like time and moments and things like that. But now that I'm in the command prompt, I want to see if there's anything in the restricted section.
Yes. Please make another tool check with Arcana. If you have proficiency already, you may add it twice for expertise using your Tinkerer's tools.
I think I already have.
Is Ace actually searching the restricted section right now?
I mean, I'm searching through a prompt, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said to be a lookout.
They kicked me out when I tried to access
Well, she's bypassing it with her Tinkerer's
I've
tools.
bypassed the mainframe.
She's hacking
I'm
the
in.
system.
Okay.
Brooke, what you did was you walked up to the pharmacy and went, Can I buy cocaine? And they're like, no, get out of here. What Ace has done is gone to a doctor and got a prescription for cocaine. Now they have to give it to her.
Yeah, you're shake and bake, and I just got some Adderall.
Can you get a prescription for cocaine? I feel like that's not a thing.
You can get a prescription for cocaine to deal with ADHD, but it's very specific.
You also can get prescriptions for like baby heroin. That's what opiates are. If I already have expertise in Arcana, does it like?
Then you get advantage.
Oh, sick. Oh, one better. That is a 29.
So very delicately, you deal with the system and you type stuff into it, and you manage to, in the right channels, get access to restricted books. Now you guys are able to access the restricted section without any sort of recourse.
Okay, I want all of the books about time and space that I can grab.
There is one book in the restricted section about time and space.
Perfect.
The book that is returned is titled The Unknown God of Moments.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna read that so fucking hard.
Right.
Is there anything about the Pantheons in here?
In the restricted section, probably a lot.
Okay. I think what I'm most concerned with probably, I guess I'm gonna ask Biari.
Yeah?
Do you want anything from the restricted section?
Oh god, now I've got to try to remember what the question was that I asked last time. Maybe? Do you remember what it was, Offbeat?
Genuinely, I don't remember. I think it was actually quite innocuous. I don't think it was actually too important, the question you asked. It just pertained to the Pantheon, which triggered the system.
Mm-hmm.
I think I
There's
want...
probably some juicier questions you could ask now, frankly.
I think
Is there anything on like what they know on the Pantheon that they shouldn't?
Oh, probably. Yeah, what I'll look for are any books, I think specifically about the way the Fae operate against the Pantheon's power, how that's set up. I know, like, we know, like, the big picture, like, they were forgotten about when the contracts were written.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything more specific, I guess, about what the nature of that means, how that works at like a micro level Are there any fail-safes between like the sort of agreement that the Pantheon has with the Fae? Because just the fact that they were forgotten about doesn't innately mean that the Fae have to be hands off. That was a choice that they made at some point, and trying to learn more about that.
Okay. You type in all of that information in nicer terms and in more
I use the advanced search, and I have like the quotation marks, the plus, minus, everything.
The whole shebang. You get returned 2 very specific books. One of the books is not really it's not a book, it's not a published book, it's a binder. This is titled, it's just titled The Book of Fae Politics Between the Pantheons. This seems to be not really a book, but official documentation that the Fae has kept to document all of its histories dealing with the Pantheons and how they've dealt with them, how they deal with them, how they manage them, how they're involved, how they do what they do. Like, this is like government documents, effectively.
Okay. Yeah, I'll grab that.
There's another book called Fae Physics, the current known history, which documents the magical happenings of how things work with the Fae.
Oh, I'm all over that. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'll grab those.
Is there anything on how deals specifically work with the Fae?
That would be in Fae Physics.
Okay.
And then if there's like chronologies here, and like the binder has like a, record keeping, are there any sort of like census, for lack of a better word, information?
That would be in Fae Physics, actually.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. I think we've got what we need. Okay. I'm gonna log out.
Is there any just Fae secrets in general?
I mean, this is all Fae secrets.
Yeah. Well, and also like how to detecting Fae in the mortal planes or whatever.
That's
probably in the physics book.
That's probably in Fae Physics. Fae Physics is going to cover, just to give you what it would probably cover, it would cover basically all pseudo-scientific, scientific, or magical happenings of the Fae. It's going to be, this book is the secrets.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
One more question. I'm trying to remember, I feel like there was, last week, we had a conversation, and I can't remember what it was, but you said something, that we weren't, Bernard said that we weren't allowed to know about how something worked or whatever. I can't remember what it was, or
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I have forgotten, if I go back and check it later, can we stick a pin in this and say Viari search for it?
I'm almost 100% positive whatever question that was asked, that's in Fae Physics.
Okay, cool. Because I can't remember exactly what it was, and it would take too long to look it up now.
This book that you have, it's like, imagine if some scientist published a book in the real world that was, hello, I have unified quantum theory, I know everything there is to know, I have figured out every secret of the universe, and I put it into this book right now. If you ever want to know anything, it's
the Bible.
It's the Bible of the Fae.
Appreciate it.
I'm not saying this as like a you don't get it. I'm saying this as this is what this can do. This is my tool of, if you guys have a question now, reference the book. If you guys have a question regarding to Fae Pantheon relations, reference the binder. You've got the binder and the book.
So that we don't have to constantly be like, fuck, we forgot to ask the question.
Yeah, you don't have to keep going back to the library.
Cool. In that case, I'm gonna
log. This is our new search engine.
I'm gonna log out of the system and clean it back up, unjerry-rig my jerry-rig, and take the books and go.
Okay, make a Arcana check at disadvantage, but it cancels out with your tool proficiencies.
Okay, so that's
just a straight up Arcana.
That dice is mean. I'm not gonna use it. That wasn't great, but it is a 23.
Okay, you managed to quite adeptly clean everything up. someone's gonna need to be quite. I'm not gonna say that there's no evidence of trespassing. I guess you could say, but someone's gonna need to be quite capable to figure out that there was a trespass. So.
Great. I'll take my books. Biari, do you need anything else?
Nope.
Then we're off.
All right. Where would you guys like to go to read your books?
Back to the Pantheon.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to my domain, honestly.
Can I come in? I don't think I've ever been in your domain. Have I ever been in your domain?
Don't remember, but yeah, sure.
All right. You
Maybe.
guys, Viari, you're gonna cast plane shift.
Yeah.
Okay. You plane shift specifically to Aze's domain.
There's a lot of sand.
It's mostly sand, yeah.
Why is the sky doing that?
Oh, and it just stops at around twilight.
Huh.
It's sort of like a computational system that's just constantly running. It looks like decoration, but there's more going on behind it. But
Right. Yeah, I believe it.
yeah,
This book.
as Ace takes a step in one direction, the sand moves and forms into their workshop.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, we can do it in here.
Okay.
All right. You guys sit down to read.
Hell yeah.
There's so much information in these books. I'm not going to be able to tell you everything if you guys say, I just read it cover to cover. So I'm going to ask for, in this one moment, to destroy some verisimilitude or whatever. I need you guys to ask...
Verisimilitude?
Verisimilitude. Verisimilitude. I tried my best, okay? I'm going to need you guys
No,
to ask
yeah, it was
specific...
good. I knew what you meant.
I'm going to need you guys to ask specific questions about things, and then I will tell you the answers. You guys are going to have to make investigation checks to find the answers, but the checks are pretty low.
Okay, I think Ace is going to start with the Fey Physics, the current known history, because that is the largest book. Oh wait, no. No, I'm starting with the Book of Fey Politics between the Pantheons. I want to start with trying to understand the nature of that deal between the two groups.
All right.
Is there a history? Does Fey Physics cover history, like the history of the Fey as well?
Fey Physics, the current known history.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's Salt, a world history, but for the Fey Wild.
Cool.
You go
Or
to
Gunsterms
the,
and Steel.
you go to the political book. You begin to flip through the pages. You get to very early on, frankly, fucking page 1. Like after there's like, this is this book, first page, the agreements.
Yeah.
It's an agreement between the Order Pantheon and the Chaos Pantheon and the Feywild. Specifically, Lady Luna. She orchestrated this agreement. It reads more or less as follows. The Chaos Pantheon, the Order Pantheon, and the Feywild have a non-action clause between, like, the Feywild and the Pantheons. The Pantheon is not to interfere with the Feywild. The Feywild is allowed to interfere with the Pantheons. Neither group is allowed to destroy the other. Both groups must coexist and continue for as long as possible.
Does it say why the Feywild is allowed to interfere with the Pantheons?
As you read into, that might take further looking, but I'll add it here. The Feywild is allowed to interfere, as it is the nature of Fey to interfere. A world is not perfect without imperfections, as stated within the very divine contract that wrote everything into existence. There needs to be mistakes, there needs to be hijinks, there needs to be misdeeds and confusion. The Feywild will be perpetrators of this. They will help create and help involve themselves in the Pantheons to give more reality to their reality.
Are there any fail safes or exit clauses for that arrangement between, like, could you undo that deal?
The non-action clause can be undone. It requires Lady Luna. It requires Beatrice. It requires agreement. And it requires Alistair to all sign and dissolve the non-action clause. As this was an agreement made between all three parties that supposedly benefits everybody.
I
Does
guess
it? Oh.
my next question is, does it name them all specifically, or is it just whoever is in charge of each of those respective organizations? Or not organization, but you know what I mean.
It names them all specifically. As it was written at the time, this could be seen as a mistake of the time, but it was assumed that these people would be in their positions indefinitely.
Is there any indication that there is somebody who occupies a similar position to what Agreement does in the Chaos Pantheon? Because it's Agreement, Alistair, and once upon a time there was Order. Order was vaguely a being. And the Chaos Pantheon is supposed to sort of echo that. So we know that there's Beatrice, there's Chaos. Is there a third?
Not listed on this contract.
Okay.
Next question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, hold on, I lost it. Is there like a list of Fey spirits?
That wouldn't be in this book. That would be in the
That'd be in the
book.
physics.
Would you like to check that?
Yeah, I think I'll jump over to Fey physics, and I have a few things there.
Okay.
Yeah,
You go
I'd like
to
to
the
check.
Fey physics book. You scroll over and you flip through to the page, and it's entitled Fey Spirits. First thing it tells you is Fey spirits are innumerable, countless, and as varied as the gods. While they lack the same level of power, there can be Fey spirits as about mundane things as the Fey spirit of your house, the Fey spirit of a location, the Fey spirit of a feeling, the Fey spirits of more grand concepts as well. Fey spirits vary in power, they vary in size, they vary in strength and number. But the one thing we do know is that they are countless, innumerable, and completely unexhaustive. Completely inexhaustible. You cannot ever run out. Common Fey spirits with positions of power, at the very least, or like well-known Fey spirits. The
Yeah.
Fey spirit of undeath, the Fey spirit of passion, the Fey spirit of the blood phoenix, the Fey spirit of wealth, the Fey spirits of what humans call the 7 deadly sins, the Fey spirits of the 7 holy virtues in equal number. It goes through a long list of things that, you know, kind of mirror common beliefs and understandings of like popular. It almost works on the system of, if it's a popular conscious thing, it probably has a Fey spirit.
Yeah. I also want to look Z's ancestry.
Z's
Is it in there?
Z's
Yeah.
ancestry?
Yeah, and then also mine, but I'm gonna look up Z's first.
Okay. You look it up, and you go to the page that reads Prominent Figures in Feyan History. You flip to a page pretty early on. Not really early, well, not pretty early on. You flip to the page where you find yourself. And it goes, this is the birth of A's and Z's, 2 individuals intertwined forever. At least that's what they'd like for their names to be. Everyone who knows them truly knows their names are fake.
I thought I was going to hear what they were. I know A's, I don't know Z's.
He.
Z's was born into a lineage that is not his own. Supposedly, if you follow his parentage, he is linked with the Hosts. This isn't necessarily true. The Host bloodline would not be passed on to him. due to the fact that the one who carried the Host bloodline, a young woman, married a Fey spirit. The Fey spirit that then birthed Z's passed on only the Feyan bloodline, removing the Hosts entirely from his path.
Does it say the spirit? Which one?
The Fey spirit that is mentioned is the Fey spirit of undeath.
Okay, cool.
He was trying to. Oh, he was trying to fuck up Godfrey's shit.
Yeah.
The little Fey would eventually live a carefree life, seeking whatever he pleases, largely that being A's, a young Fey woman. Well, woman's a broad term. A's would follow behind Z's. Z's bringing destruction, weirdness, complicated happenings. A's would always be there to clean things up, making A's somewhat known as a fixer of things. After a time, A's and Z's would spend so much time in the Feywild, they'd learn how it worked, they learned how to traverse it, they learned how the time of everything happened. They'd make frequent visits to the mortal plane, but the Feywild would always be their home, both eventually becoming prominent figures in Fey courts. For more information on A's and Z's, turn to this page.
Okay.
Viari
Yeah.
turns. Viari immediately turns.
Oh my god. Ace rolls their eyes.
You turn to this page and it starts to go through a very detailed story of their lives. I'm talking detailed.
There's long ass lives too.
Yeah. It's going through every person they met, every sort of minuscule event that happened of any notoriety. Z's destroys a town, A's comes in and saves it. Z's pushes the kids down a well, A's comes back and lifts them out of the well. Z's trips someone and ties their shoelaces together, A's unties
Ace
the
gives him
shoelaces.
$20.
Yeah, it's going through every single fucking thing. It's going into detail. You're probably going to need very specific questions if you want anything of importance.
No, I just honestly I don't care that much.
Yeah.
But is there anything on any which Fey spirit would allow someone to speak Corey?
You to go to Fey Spirits again, back to that chapter.
Yeah.
You keep reading through it. Please make an investigation check, because this is a specific question. So it's kind of tough. You're asking what Fey spirit, if it was to be inside somebody and they didn't know it, would allow them to speak Corey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just I'm just explaining why this needs an investigation.
I'm feeling like that's general enough.
Uh-huh.
Just the casual information.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe. Let me pull up my sheet. Investigation.
Yes.
That is a 24.
After looking through it, you get to an addendum, a footnote. It says, if you are able to speak Quarry, but are unaware of a Fey spirit currently living within you, it is almost guaranteed that Fey spirit is dead, but still inside you.
You're like a fig.
Ew, I have a dead person in me.
Kinky.
Hmm? What did you say?
Don't worry about it. Ace didn't say that. Okay. Interesting. Not sure what to do about that. So, and then Ace just goes back to reading the book.
What
Did you say kinky? Ew. Took me a second to piece together what word
Yeah.
been there?
would have, fit.
Okay. Cool. there's probably more things we need to look up in these books. A's reads through the A's and Z's section. You don't have to read it out. It happens. I know the important parts, I would think. The unknown god of moments is interesting to A's. I know you said that, like, we can't, like, you're not just gonna, like, we need to ask specific questions, but, like...
That's only of the big books.
Okay, cool. I was like, my question is, what is that about?
Okay, the big book, the big books, like the binder and Fey Physics, those books, you guys need to ask specific questions because there's too much information. The Unknown God of Moments, it's a smaller book. It's just documenting a thing, so you can definitely get information that you might need.
I will read that cover to cover.
All right. First thing you learn about the Unknown God of Moments.
In my domain, time's weird. I can take as much or as little as I want.
You begin to read through it. On the first page, it says, many know that there is a god, that there is potentially supposed to be a god of time, and that fate would deign that to eventually become A's. What many don't know is that should this happen, the Fae have arranged an agreement with agreement. The Fae have long since benefited from A's understanding of time, and it has allowed the Fae and Lady Luna specifically to maintain a position of power that has been unprecedented for as long as we can remember. She is literally the precedent. And how this is done and maintained, even with A's current absence / presence in the Fae in the Pantheon of Order as the god of time, is the god of moments, a neutral god who was brought in by agreement to maintain A's position. The God of Moments controls just that, moments. This agreement would take into effect as soon as A's was given their position and would be completely untractable. It is unable to go back on this agreement once it happens. Moments is currently in control of how time flows in the Feywild. Moments is currently hidden, as the other pantheons do, as the other courts desperately would love to have Moments on their side. Moments lives in the Feywild, the wilderness itself, taking advantage of its thick cover and lots of nasties to keep them safe.
Okay. Oh?
The Fey god, the god of Moments, is specifically neutral, not aligned with either pantheon of order or chaos, to maintain and work around potential misgivings with the non-action clause, and still allowing them to maintain a position in a court, despite their allyship with the gods of order. Moments is...
Was this stolen from A's effectively? Like it was assumed.
Yeah, no,
to be
this bitch
A's.
took my shit and I'm gonna get it back. Anything else?
It's worth noting that most of this deal happened before A's was even known to exist properly. Lady Luna saw a vision of the future and acted swiftly. She knew that she would eventually get somebody in her power who would allow her to maintain her unprecedented power, and she would eventually lose that person. Seeking to not lose that power, she acted swiftly and without any callousness, but mere resourcefulness for her current position, working out a deal with agreement.
That's so sweet. I am going to get that back. Learning this, and it is, no one knows where Moments is, correct?
Currently, her location is unknown.
Okay.
Huh.
We've got a pronoun, boys! Okay, then
Submission, we're going to find Moments right now.
Okay, before we do that, what I'm going to do is go through Fey Physics, the current known history, things about locations, and I know mapping the Feywild is kind of an oxymoron, but I want to, given some idea of where Moments could be hiding and the knowledge of where things are, I want to narrow down the location of where things aren't to have an idea of how I might, like, have a thesis of where I might be able to start looking for Moments.
Okay. Make an investigation check on the book, please.
Sure. Okay, that's pretty neutral. That is only a 15.
You get to the book, you cross-referencing with what the Book of Moments told you and what this book has told you. You know that she's in the wild of the Feywild. She's in the woods, the wilderness. But from this book, you learn a few things. The Feywild reflects that of the land of the dreams. It is an ever-changing, ever-shifting, ever-shapeless world. There is only at the center is the Court of the Moth. The Court of the Moth is a grounding force. This is the only key difference between dreams and the Feywild for now. However, the Feywild is divided into 3 separate chunks of ever-changingness. This has been known to be different, but think of these worlds as uncertainty blobs. There is a high likelihood you will find wilderness in the section surrounding the Fey Court of the Moth. It is highly likely you will find a desert surrounding the Court of the Butterfly, and it is highly likely that you will find an even denser forest surrounding the Court of the Beetle. These are likelihoods, not guarantees, as the world is ever shaping.
Okay.
If there is any underlying equations or mathematics that provides how this place works, it is unknown.
For now.
Well, if anyone can figure it out.
It's gonna be me. Okay. Yeah, reading that.
You were specifically told that the wilderness, the section that is currently surrounds the Court of the Moth, is where the Fey Spirit, where the God of Moments lies.
Yeah, okay. Good information, good information. So...
Do we want to try to find them?
Almost. I mean, I can't just, find them and kill them, I don't think. That
Why not?
seems... I don't think that would actually get me back what I want. It doesn't undo the deal, and it might just go to a different god. Or I might only get possession of it until they name another god or something. I don't know what fail-safes are on that end.
Well, you have the most entitlement to it because it used to be yours and they stole it from you as part of this agreement, which you weren't even involved in. And Charlie,
Yeah, what's up?
can I just check the legality surrounding something, and also can you promise not to tell Alistair?
I'll do my best.
Okay, cool. So, if we were to go and kill the God of Moments, would, given the fact that A's owned Moments previously, or whatever.
Did she?
Well, it seems
I wasn't the god. I was less of the owner and more of the caretaker.
What are you guys debating? What are you guys looking at?
Can-
What the fuck?
Can we get
are
A's
these
moments?
guys?
I want moments back.
Okay.
And right now there's an agreement that because I'm a god in the Pantheon, it's gone, and there's some neutral god who has it now, and I want it back.
Let me check this. He looks over at what you guys are referencing, and he goes, well, here's the thing. Ace, you never had moments. Seems like this god was dormant, and you sort of just borrowed their power. You weren't even a god at the time that you were doing their job in the Feywild. Think of it more as like their ability pertained to the Feywild, yes, but they had no access to it. You were in the Feywild, and there was no one to fulfill that position, so you just kind of did it. You kind of filled in for them. So effectively, you were filling in for them. You were stealing their shit, and now they have access to it. They're in the position now.
Is there like a god of disagreement that I could get to just sort of undo what was done?
Well, what you can undo this in a number of ways, I think. Like I said, it's what do you want? Do you want the domain of moments, or do you just want your access to the Feywild again?
I want both.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to fight this on two fronts. One, we're gonna have to legally acquire moments, which I can work on in the meantime. Two, you're gonna have to work on moments themselves in the Feywild. The Feywild's position is purely determined by who the fuck is there. It's not determined by anything else.
Okay.
So, as long as you're there,
And as long as they're not, you get the position.
Okay, so maybe we can work out a sabbatical sort of situation.
But in terms
We
of
trap them somewhere.
if you want,
Most-
VR, I'd rather handle this diplomatically rather than with force.
Okay.
judging by this agreement, it's put into the structure itself that the God of Moments was to be sent here by agreement as soon as you left.
Fucking agreement.
Yeah, obviously he couldn't have known. He probably was
Yeah.
just. Looks like what he got in the deal was some more information about the Feywild, probably on Alistair's orders.
Yeah,
My
seems
guess.
like kind of a yes man.
Yeah, he's pretty agreeable when he wants to be. I would say that your best bet of getting Moments is to let old Charlie go work on the legal stuffs, getting that acquired for you, making that maybe we can maybe acquire that as one of your aspects. But then this Moments, she's gonna be out of the domain. So we need to figure out something with that. We can't just take a god's domain while they're still there. It's a little bit disingenuous.
Yeah, it seems a little gauche.
It is. So, and we're getting on good terms with the neutral gods, but with the war happening, we don't want many people seceding en masse to the Chaos Pantheon that could upset the old apple cart, and then we're losing the numbers game as well as the war game right now.
So do we need to find a new domain to give her instead so that she'll be happy?
I think we just need to talk to her and figure out what she wants.
Yeah, I probably. She was probably forced into the position. She might not be happy with it. I think there's a way. I think there's an angle.
Okay.
I'll get the paperwork started to legally acquire Moments, but I think you need to find this girl, talk to her, see what she says. Maybe she wants more than what she currently has. Maybe she wants something else.
Okay.
This could
Well,
even
thank you,
be a
Charlie.
big political win for us. We could even maybe get a new god onto our side and to a new domain that could be working for us. So, definitely, they're already an ally of ours. They already like order. Could be a big win for the Pantheon.
Okay. I'm sold.
Excellent.
So what do we do to try to track someone down who's missing? Well, not missing, but...
Oh, it's the Feywild. I think you just think pretty hard and either you get there or you don't.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky, yeah. The Fey physics book wasn't much help.
Not really in this case. It's given us a kind of idea. I have a hunch.
Should we look up that specifically? About how to navigate and try to find someone?
Yeah.
Well, give it a look.
Make an investigation check, VRE.
Viari?
Yeah, VRE.
Viari? Can I have advantage?
No.
Because Ace is assisting.
Is Azhel giving the help action?
Yeah, I'll give the help action. I was also going to look into it. Briari wasn't.
Okay, advantage.
My advantage is that I understand and read Sylvan.
Okay, that was not very helpful, actually.
Okay, well, I'm
okay,
sorry.
It's a dirty 20, but that's only because I have a plus 13.
You learn a few things, not maybe as much as you would like. You learn that for one, like I said, the Feywild is ever changing. There's no pattern to its change, and there's no way to really document how it changes. Things just move and change and expand and contract. You learn you learn that the Fey land grows under an agreement made with the Pantheons of Order and Chaos as well, but that is not explained in this book. You learn as well that there seems to be, if you want to track somebody or track something, spells that track people and stuff, locate creature, locate object in the Feywild, they work, but they work a little bit weirdly. They'll almost track its last position. They'll take you to where it was. So
Okay.
like, and it may be, and even though it may have changed position, it will still. And once you find where it was, you'll be able to find its next location. You'll kind of have to work through a snake of locations to find the place. But it
You
is
simply just integrate
yeah.
the function, and then we're there.
It's gonna
Okay.
it's gonna take a while, but you can get there.
We can just bring a batch of VRs so that I can keep casting locate object. Locate person.
How long does locate person last? You might not need to recast it as much.
Is it like 10 minutes?
I thought it was longer than that.
I thought it was.
Let me check. If it's 10 minutes, then yeah, you guys can bring a batch. It's an hour. It's an hour of time.
Okay.
You'll probably need a day's worth of VRs, so 10 VRs, I'll say.
10?
10 VRs in your necklace. You can pop them out to guide you when you can.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I think Spotify just started randomly playing. And so too much sound. I had no idea. Okay. And then I was trying to figure out what was happening. 10 VRs.
10 VRs probably, yes.
Okay. Well, I'll grab 10 VRs and we shall go look.
All right.
Yeah.
Should we leave the book up here?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Alistair looks at the book and goes, "Might I peruse it while you're gone?"
Which one?
Fey physics.
Can I roll an insight check? To see
Yes.
why does he want to
He likes to learn. He's not allowed to take over the Fae. We did make him agree to that.
Yeah.
okay, that's a 19.
He's wearing his heart on his sleeve in this moment a little bit. He kind of can't control himself with how excited he is. This is the book. You know, the joke of literally made the joke, what they teach you in college versus what they don't teach you in college, and the book is just everything else in the world. This is literally that. This is everything he doesn't know. That book represents every single gap in his knowledge for almost everything that exists. So he is desperate for that. He would be willing to do a lot for that.
Yeah. Okay. I will leave this here, and if you happen to look at it, I suppose I can't stop you. However, may want access to some knowledge in return.
I can exchange knowledge for knowledge. What would you like?
I want to know more about the tapestries at the end of our books.
Can I also ask for knowledge? Can I get in on this deal?
Did you check out the books?
I helped.
I'll tell
I
you
can just
this.
dismiss you when we're in the Feywild. I can just make you not follow me around.
I'm thinking. I'm about to get everything I could have ever wanted, so I might not even need to go to the Feywild with you this time. Let me think. How about this? I'll tell you about the tapestries at the end of the books. I'll tell you what they mean. I'll tell you what they represent. I'll tell you everything that you need to know about them if you leave those books right here.
All right. And, if I may add something,
Yes.
Lady Moth got a vision of the future. I want to know how she does that.
She got a what?
A vision of the future. It's in the book. You'll find it.
Oh. I would love to give you that information if I had it.
Okay. You don't have it now.
Not
Should that
currently.
change?
I mean, if I read that whole book, maybe.
All right. So,
Want me to perhaps make a well-documented release for your team that covers everything and surmises everything in this book into a number of very precise and concise and well-worded sentences that could give you the information that you need to accomplish both your current and future goals?
I would greatly appreciate that. I love your summaries. Yours on the nature of the water cycle was actually fascinating.
Thank you. I'm glad that you appreciated it.
I'm just like, Ace. Can you ask for information for me?
Yeah, he can hear you. What?
Yeah, I know.
What would you like, Viari?
I want to know the terms of the contract that you have with my parents.
Viari, I've told you this before. It's not that I don't want to give it to you. It's that I physically cannot. If you want the consequences of me telling you that information, then sure. But please, I don't think you understand what you are asking for.
And also, I don't want to be involved in that. It seems like a you journey. Your life is
Help!
Your life is very fucked up, Viari.
So is yours?
Yes, but I did mine intentionally. It just kind of happened to you.
You know what?
Which is why I want information.
Viari, I will say this. I will give you that information, but what follows afterward is not my fault.
No, because that's just a...
I've
Fine.
warned you against getting this information before, time and time again. I will release it. If you want.
No, I don't want...
Okay.
Okay,
Anything
so
else? Like a pony? Would you like a pony? I don't know, I'm trying here. I'm trying to get you something that you want that I can actually give you.
I'm gonna go back to the Feywild, actually. You guys have fun. I'm just gonna go grab some VRs. Goodbye.
Ace, can you explain to me what I did wrong?
well, like everything or just now?
Just right here. I know I've done a lot wrong in my life. I'd like to know how I should have navigated that.
I'm probably not the best person, but the thing is, what Viari is looking for a lot of the time is just comfort and a sense of stability. And I think even though you are literally bound by the laws that define this universe, deep down, Viari wants to be more than just this job to you. And I think that's where the desire to learn about the nature of the contract comes from. I think it's less about Viari needing to know specifically things about their parents and more wanting to know that they're wanted and the choice wasn't a calculation. It was something out of love or love adjacent, or at least became that at some point. I think they just want answers, even though you aren't able to provide them. And I think that's just going to be, you're just going to get a lot more of these interactions until that changes. Even if it can't change.
I'm not allowed to tell Viari the information that she wants.
Can you tell me?
I can tell you where to find that information. And if that information then went from you to Viari, I'm not bound by that. So
Okay.
let's say that if that information got to Viari, which I, of course, do not want to happen, it's not my fault if it got to Viari, and therefore I am not bound by contract from what follows. It is hidden in the secret section of the Divine Contract under Alistair. If you go to Alistair and go to Secrets, you will find every secret I have ever kept, including the agreement between me and Viari's parents. Now, obviously, I would never be able to tell this to anyone directly if they were Viari, but because I'm telling you, oof.
I get it.
Okay, good. This is really hard for me.
No, I fully understand. Um,
Could you
is
tell
this going to
Via-
put...
Could you tell Viari something for me?
Sure.
Tell them that every day I spent when they were banned, I looked for a way to get them out. Don't know if they know that. How could they? But please tell them.
I will.
This was the best I could get. She was promoted to godhood. She was no longer bound by that.
I know. And I think deep down, she knows too. But I will. Sometimes these things are easier to hear from people who aren't involved.
Yes. Well, appreciate it. I will get to learning everything I can about Fey physics.
I look forward to reading your notes.
I hope you don't mind if I stay in here. I find this place quite soothing.
That's what it's here for.
Alistair's
Yeah.
going to sit down in the sofa whether or not it was there before, it is now. And he's gonna
The way this domain works, I mean, it's not automatic, like, if someone broke in, they wouldn't be able to, but, like, you just kind of think of something, and it either forms from sand or just rises out of the sand.
He's gonna sit down.
Is it a matching sofa to the one in his office?
Yes, it is. It's the same one. And he's gonna put on some bifocal glasses that he doesn't need, but he does think it makes him look smarter, and frankly, it does. And he's gonna
Yeah.
keep
My best
begin working
work.
on it.
You and I are fucking geniuses right now.
So goddamn smart.
Yeah, I'll go to meet up with Viari.
All right. Alistair waves his hand and casts plane shift on you to get you to where were you guys headed in the Feywild? Doesn't really discuss.
I think we start at the Court of the Moth and then work our way out.
Yeah,
Right.
I would think so too.
You guys find yourself in the Court of the Moth. And its main pavilion. You guys apparate at roughly the same time.
Okay. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm annoyed, but I'm fine.
Yeah? You want to talk about it?
I just don't like the reverse psychology. I'm fine, but whatever consequences come, they're not on me. Well, last time, I signed agreement over, so I'm obviously not going to take that deal.
I don't think Alistair was saying. I don't think the consequences were of that nature. I think it was probably something that might happen to you.
Maybe. I don't know.
He did want me to pass a message, though. Just that, every day while you were banned, he spent looking for a way to get you out, and godhood was the best he could come up with. So. Let's go look for this god now.
Yeah. Let's go look for the god. Should I have a simulacrum cast?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Should I not have said that now? Do you want to unpack that?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, and if you ever do want to find your parents, just let me know. Or not find your parents, find the information, let me know. I'm not going to tell you where it is unless you are absolutely certain you want to pursue it, but I can tell you when you are.
I do, but I don't want the thing to happen. So.
Okay, well then you're not ready, and we're gonna go find a god of moments.
Okay.
Alright, so you cast Locate Creature.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we're gonna go to break. Thank you all so much for watching the first half of episode 42 of Paperwork Pantheon. We will be back in 15 minutes, so go grab a drink, go grab some food and whatnot. Yes?
Quick question, actually.
Yeah, what's up?
If I were to cast Animal Messenger instead and then follow the messenger.
Animal Messenger would get different results, I'm pretty sure. Let me look at how Animal Messenger works. Because location spells just work differently, or maybe it'll work in the exact same way, and it'll just be more efficient. So, yes, this would be more spell efficient, but it would take the same... It would still have to follow the path that it does, but it would be more spell efficient.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do that instead?
Okay. And with that, we will go to break. Thank you all so much for watching the first half of Paperwork Pantheon. We will be back in 15 minutes, so go grab some food, go grab some water, take a piss break or whatever you need. We'll be right back. 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
everybody. Messed that one up. My bad.
Excellent timing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Offbeat Outlaw. Brooke, do you have anything to say?
I wasn't getting enough attention.
Okay.
Brooke, this is a 3-person stream.
No. I'm making fun of Offbeat for something.
Yeah. All the same.
That's a reference.
It's a reference. Chat, you wouldn't get it. This is an inside joke for the public stream. Well, when we last left off, the party was casting Animal Messenger. To help locate the God of Moments. What animal are you picking for your Animal Messenger?
I would like it to be... we should probably pick like a bird or something, right? So that it can fly in case we need it to be able to... to do that, yeah? Yeah. I'll pick like a little sparrow or something.
The Animal Messengers will fly then just by its path of least resistance. It might be harder to fly.
Oh, okay, so maybe like a bunny?
What about a little capuchin?
What's that?
Like a monkey?
A little monkey.
A monkey. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
A little monkey appears.
Hello.
How does it
You're
appear
cute.
as you cast this little spell?
He's drawn out of ink and watercolor. He just sort of like, just the outline at first or whatever, and then all the color bleeds in, and then he just. Oh.
Give him the message.
What should we make the message? Because I do have to. Yeah, we do have to.
He does need a message.
He doesn't. Yeah, didn't think that far through.
It's the god of time. I just want to talk.
Should we just make it an introduction? Like a
We should
sort
just
of...
say, I'm the god of time, former caretaker of moments, wanted to talk to you about your domain.
I feel like they might have been warned. If we tell them the god of time, I wonder if they would have been warned to avoid you or something.
One way to find out.
Okay.
I don't really like deception. No offense. But like as a personal thing, it's not like my forte.
Well, I'm the one sending the message, so I can just be like...
Well, you could lie to me and then send whatever you want anyway.
I could. No, I'll send whatever you want.
Thank you.
Okay, say the message is, hello, it's the God of Time. I wanted to talk, a former caretaker of moments. I wanted to talk to you about that, or...
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
also the whatever of dreams.
The Lord of Dreams.
Okay, Lord of Dreams. So we are going with Lord?
We're going. You said you wanted Lord, so I'm running with that.
I get to be Morpheus.
You tell me things, and
You're
I
such a
put them into
dork.
the world.
I don't believe that
And
you...
that's tabletop games.
Yep.
That's all of them.
Yep. That's the name of the game and how it works.
You broke tabletop games down to its bare essentials.
I just realized we haven't been using the stacks rolling system. My bad.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forget it exists outside of combat.
That's fair.
Yeah, same.
You can. I just don't think we've been reinforcing enough. But technically, you can turn all instances of like all sections of 3 become a dice in your roll. So if you roll, technically, I'm changing it to, instead of like just being like every 7, you get 2d6. Every 3 in your bonus modifier, you get a single d6.
So +6 would be a 2 dice.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Someone said wait till Viari creates... and then they said a word that I don't understand. I don't know what that is, and it's one of those things where I'm like... It sounds like it might be an anime thing, and I don't like saying anime words out loud because sometimes they mean things that I have no clue, but that I don't really want coming out of my mouth, you know?
Well, a fun fact is that we have the internet, and it's from Dark Hunter, whatever that is, and they're dream hunters. Onoroi are dream hunters responsible for watching over human dreams and protecting them from Scoti.
Oh,
Whatever
that's
those are.
actually really cool. Never
Yeah.
mind. I'm so sorry, Zeke. I went a little. I'm sorry. I assumed the worst there.
They were the sons of Hypnos, the god of sleep in Greek mythology, that famous anime.
It just had the vibes. I just assume that like anyone in Offbeat's audience watches anime.
The personification of dream.
It's a pretty good assumption.
As
The
you
most
are
powerful of the
yourself.
Onoroi was Morpheus.
Huh. I see.
Fun fact, Greek mythology did make it to Japan.
You know what? I'm just gonna shut up now. I'm just gonna let you let you go. Yeah, shut up.
If you're gonna make fun of my bits, I'm allowed to make fun of your bits. It's called equal opportunity. This is equality.
No, I'm femme presenting. Leave me alone. Sexism in the workplace.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Amelia, let me have this, please. Amelia, don't call me on my bullshit right now. Don't make me sit with it. Just give me this. Move on. I hate you both.
What am I doing? What do you want me to say?
You're not causing a distraction. And then Offbeat's sitting there going like, yeah, all right. You're gonna run with this?
What kind of distraction? Do you want me to like flash the stream? What do you want from me?
Brooke, I'm sorry I can't just throw a smoke bomb and exit you on stage live.
We're not here. If I toss my wine at you, I just fuck up my computer.
Okay. So, does this monkey just...
I totally got a confirmation for sure about the message was being sent.
Hello. We would like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
That's what we're running with? Okay, the monkey goes.
God damn it,
Don't
Brooke.
look at me like I'm the asshole here.
No, I'm looking at Brooke because they're the asshole because I have no control over the final message because it's
We'll do A's message. We'll do the
Next time I ask for
the
confirmation
god of
and you say
time.
some bullshit, I'm running with it and you're gonna deal with the consequences of your actions.
Wow, 6Z.
And also, I'm the god of time, and I just want to I just wanted to meet you.
Alright, the little monkey goes, ooh, and begins to scamper. Begins
That
to
guy's so
scamper through
fucking
the
cute.
forest on all fours, swinging with great pace through shit, on vines, you know.
Mm-hmm.
In like
As monkeys are wont to do.
as monkeys are wont, and you all follow. You follow behind closely. You're able to keep up. You told the monkey. You can tell the monkey to not go at maximum pace. But it's still gonna take the path of least resistance. Please, both of you make survival checks to determine how well you guys are at traversing the Feyn wilds.
I get stuck in the Feywild, right? Am I making that up?
You get advantage on all survival checks.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Mine was cocked, that's why I rolled twice.
Okay.
21.
Nice.
10.
10? Alright. A's, you're pretty good at just like stepping over things and moving through it and like you know what to avoid and what not to step on, what not, what to move through, what to sidle, what to touch, what not to touch. The Ari, everything you look at is a 50-50. And it's you're losing a lot of the 50-50s.
A's didn't explicitly
Well, I
tell
believe
the Ari
10
this time to follow A's and
Yeah, I also believe that 10 is kind of a 50-50 kind of losing a lot. Am I losing 50%?
The DC was 18. I'm giving you more. I would quit your bartering if I was in your position, because technically it's a 0.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So you are winning and losing a lot of 50-50s.
Okay.
It's just 50-50 me when I try and think about the Monty Hall problem.
So
Someone in chat's just like, when will you learn your actions have consequences? Never.
the day Brooke learns that is the day, frankly, the day that all of her bits end. But you're causing a bit of a ruckus as you navigate through the forest, VR. You're like tripping, and you're like kicking things, and then you step on a mushroom, and it's actually a little dude, and he's like, "What the fuck, man?" And you're like, "Oh, my bad." You touch some rocks, and then the rocks turn around, and they're like, "Hey, stop that! You get the fuck out of here!" And you're like, "Okay, my bad." And then sometimes you touch things that are bad for you, and you kind of get jabbed and poked and whatever. It's not too bad. You just get like some bees that like sting you every once in a while. And totals up to about 6 damage. If you were a commoner, you probably would have died. But you're not by any means. So it's kind of just like, ow, you know.
Great. Good to know.
But you guys begin making your way through the forest of this, the wilderness of this place, and there's lots, like I said before, the mushroom trees that tower above, blotting out a lot of the sky. If you guys had gone with the sparrow or the bird, you guys would have probably missed a lot. You guys would probably have a lot more trouble keeping track of it. But with the monkey, it's quite a bit easier keeping track of it. It's a little slower, but it's more consistent. There's lots of making your way through. There's lots of little different creatures that you could interact with, or could attack, or could do things, but most of them seem to leave you alone. Even though VRE is a bit of a bull of a china shop over here, it's not causing enough of a ruckus to be worthwhile anyone stopping you. You're just trying to make your way through the wilderness. After a time, though, you eventually get to a point where, upon looking around, you realize that the monkey is lost, or at least it thinks it's lost. It doesn't know. It's supposed to be at the end of its mission, but it's not. Make an Arcana check quickly if you don't know, if you're confused about what's happening.
I mean, I got a 22.
Okay.
Am I doing?
Moved.
You can both do one. You can use the stacks method of rolling for extra benefits.
Ah, fuck! I forgot about that. Oh well, next time.
I just realized.
Yep.
That I was looking at the stats on my gatekeep sheet, not my gaslight sheet. I apparently clicked the wrong thing. I'm very sorry. Because I was like, I don't have a 20 in Arcana on my gaslight sheet. That's not correct.
Not you gaslighting yourself.
Well, it's because they both start with GA, and so I don't see the end of the word. So if I click on it, like when I'm clicking on the sheet...
You're telling me all of mine start with ah. And then...
That's my bad, though. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I have a +4 to Arcana, so that's a 22.
Okay. You both managed to realize this was a former location of moments, not the current one. In this location, though, you can see that a few things of note. For one, it's just like a big fucking pit where their place used to be. It's just like this indent taken out of the ground. This thing isn't moving by the normal Feyan magic. It's almost forcefully moving.
Moment to moment?
Can't really tell, maybe. You also can tell that, looking at the ground, you notice that there is actually Order Pantheon magic glyphed surrounding where it used to be.
Can I investigate that? Oh, assist
I'd also like
in
to.
investigating that?
A's, you can make an Arcana
Or I
check
could-
if you'd like.
Ooh, I would love to make an Arcana check.
Can I give A's advantage by assisting?
Yep, you can give the help action.
Okay. Neither of those were good. I'm gonna do the thing with the thing though. So that's 5d6. Okay. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh my god, that's worse. Wait, no, that's not how math works. That's 2, 4, 8, 12. Okay, cool. Plus 7 is 19.
Okay. The 19, you can quickly tell that it's laden about. There are glyphs of warding, for one, laden on the ground. For another, this is actually a teleportation circle.
What's like the... Is there anything I can glean from looking at this circle to tell where it's going?
Al?
Yes? Hello?
Magic's your... teleportation's your thing.
Is someone teleporting in there? Using my magic?
Yes.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Can't currently
Can you
get
help us follow?
Can't really help you right now. I'm a little bit... I'm kind of... You guys kind of need to take me in there. I'm kind of banned from entering by myself. I need always constant watch, you entering or leaving.
Can we do that? Can we just, like, invite him?
You need to... It'd take a little bit, but you could take it, but you could send me a letter.
While Biari's doing that, I'm going to be looking at the teleportation sigil.
Okay. The teleportation circle. Please make another investigation check. The DC is... Please make another Arcana check. The DC is quite high for this.
Okay, I'm just going to do the flat 17.
Okay.
Ugh! I don't think I make it. It's 19.
You rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2. On my lesbian die, no less.
Damn. Lesbians do better.
God.
What you immediately glean from this is you don't know where it's going. You don't know where it's been. What you do know is that this is one of several different teleportation circles. You don't learn how many though. You just know that this is one of many.
Okay, so they're just teleporting to a bunch of fixed locations around the Feywild. Great.
And I suppose the way to figure out what those locations are would be with the god of teleportation? Potentially?
Is Alistair the god of teleportation?
Yeah. Contracts, teleportation,
Bureaucracy.
other stuff, bureaucracy.
So weird. Yeah, sure.
You send the letter is gonna have to take the place of a spell slot casting sword ascending. It's the snail mail.
Only Brooke would roll their eyes at getting literal Deus Ex Machina.
I know. Why is this bullshit not good enough? Why is this bullshit not better, Michael? I'm sorry that helping you guys is too much. I could take it away and just say fuck you. Would that be preferable?
Yeah, yeah, would you mind? No.
What was that? What was that?
No.
Oh my god. I cannot with either of you.
Brooke,
No,
have you
don't do it.
recently been prescribed with hysteria? Because you seem to like fucking yourself over a lot recently. Just take your Deus Ex Machina and leave.
Okay, I spent a spell slot.
Thank you.
I'm a warlock. I have like 4 spell slots.
Cry me a fucking river with your mystic
I will.
Arcanum.
I will. You'll hear about this for the next week as I bitch about
Oh my god.
Buffy made me spend a spell slot. It's so bullshit.
It's so bullshit.
Never mind that this thing was literally impossible beforehand.
It's literally not. You have the
I want it
fucking
for
monkey.
free.
You have the monkey.
I was gonna figure it out, but we got this. I mean, what is A's gonna do? Be like, no. Let's
You
not do
have
the easy
fucking
thing.
Stupid monkey. The monkey will take you. He just needed more guidance. He just needed help. It's not impossible. You're full of shit.
Oh, he just needed like encouragement?
Yes, he was just a little lost.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna like kneel down and like give him a hug. Ow! Ow! Hold off! Hold off! Hold off!
I'm
Hold off until I ask.
okay.
I'm sorry, buddy. I thought you didn't know how to finish it. Yeah, and I'm gonna pick him up and give him a cuddle. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. That's my bad. I believe in you. Now, do you need some help finding your way again? Okay, that sounds good. Here, let's have a look. Maybe we can look at the Arcana stuff that A's just did. Do you know anything about Arcana? Is that what tripped you up?
The monkey walks over to the glyphs, and you see this golden light begin to scan the glyphs. Just- And it begins immediately
got it?
running.
Good job, buddy!
Follow after.
You guys keep going once again. Please make more survival checks.
Okay.
23.
Ace, can I maybe have some assistance? Ace? Maybe just like a little bit. Just like
This
Yeah.
is a check that A's cannot help you out on.
Yeah, the monkey starts darting off, and A's immediately follows to keep up with it.
that's a 5.
Alright. So, this time, the speed at which the monkey took off was maybe more than Viari could handle at the moment. You trip up a bunch. You're just like stumbling, trying to keep up and keep pace with this creature, and to the point where you alert something. Something which maybe you guys took a path that you shouldn't have. You look to your left, you look to your right, and you hear this gurgling. Deep and low and guttural. And you realize that to your right is not actually more wilderness, but an aberration. This one much larger than your previous one. It seems slow and stagnant. With
Not the strings.
all of these malformed mushrooms growing out of it, expanding at the heads into these gnashing, almost human-like teeth. And inside the mouths of the teeth are these little eyes that peer out. And as you guys take one step, Viari, just one little step too loud, all of the heads and eyes flick onto the both of you. I need both of you to roll initiative.
This reminds me of what I found in my backyard when I was gardening. Oh, cool. That's a natural one.
$16. 16.
I did also roll low.
Lower than 3?
Not lower than you, but low.
What if we run?
I don't know if we'll get if I'll get a chance.
If you'll get a chance. Oh, I see what you mean.
Alright. First up is the nature itself. The Feywild gets its own turn. I'm gonna roll a d6. Someone's getting random benefits.
Ooh.
It's me! The aberration is looked upon with fey favor. It gets a +1 to all attack rolls. Gets
Rude.
an extra d6 for its attacks this turn.
Okay, also I want to point out, this isn't quite solved, but it is stuck, which I think counts for something.
Sure. Viari, you're up first.
Okay, so we're using stacks rolling system again.
Yes.
I would like to activate my storyteller form thing.
Okay.
As a bonus action, and then
What
I
does this
would
look
like.
I don't think we've ever gotten a description of what this looks like exactly.
I didn't think about it.
We'll circle back to it then. Keep going.
You'd never think that descriptions are the thing I do well as a DM, but terrible as a player. I don't know why. As a player, I'm like, I don't know, head empty, no visuals. As a DM, I'm like, here is like an intricate description of. Let me give you an exact visual. Anyway,
The music.
I've got to get the dice roller up. So I'm then going to. I know I'm not allowed to use all 10 of my simulacrums, but it would be kind of cool if I could. Whatever.
Do it.
Please don't.
No, but then Offbeat's just gonna bring a bunch of simulacrums in or whatever and do some fucky shit. Okay, so I am then going to activate Spirit Shroud, and then so that's 2 action points spent. And then I'm going to Action Surge as well. So I'm going to Eldritch Blast, spend 2 meta magic points to turn that into a bonus action, so it'll become 1 point. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast. I believe
Okay.
that's possible. So that would give me 3 for me, and then for my simulacrum, I'm going to do the same, I believe. So it's 6.
6 total rolls with the dice.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I don't need to because I can. No, Yes, I do need to. Eldritch Blast because of the braces. Sorry, I'm just checking my own stuff. And then I still have 1 action point, I believe.
Storyteller, Spirit
Or
Shroud.
no, because if I have 5, no, I just don't have to spend. I don't have to spend the meta magic.
You don't have to
in
spend
order
meta
to make it a
action
bonus
points, but you're
action.
completely out of action points.
Yeah, I don't have to spend the meta magic points.
But you're out of action points, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then my simulacrum does. Sorry, just getting that down. Okay, so the first one is, and these are d6s, and I'm rolling 4 d6s.
What's your bonus to hit?
Plus 14.
So you roll 4?
Yes, 4d6s.
Okay. That's terrible. That's a 15. So all of the first ones miss.
So what do you get on your secondary dice?
A 5, a 3, and a 3, and a 3.
5, a 3, a 3, and a 3. So you rolled quite well on your secondary dice.
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay. Okay, so you rolled badly. Secondary dice brought you up. Because the total of your secondary dice is a 5, a 3, a 3, and a 3. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, a 5 and 3 3s.
Okay. That's 17. Wait, no, what? How,
It says 15. It
no,
says
I'm done.
1.
I'm done. 5, 3, 3, 3.
That's 14.
14
No.
plus 5. Yeah. 14.
I'm staring at Google.
I know. I'm confused. I'm
The
adding,
total including the.
I'm adding
the
something with. I'm
D20s.
adding
Okay.
something to your secondary dice. What you've done
Oh, okay.
is you have, for your next hit, reduced the armor by 1 for your next action. So it's now going to be subtracting 1 less from its armor for because your secondary dice was good.
Oh, okay, interesting.
All right.
Okay.
Roll again. Next action.
All right. So that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is good. Okay. Well, okay. There was a 6 and a 1, so they're going to cancel each other out, so I don't get additional ones and I don't lose any. But the total for this one is 29.
29 hits. All hit.
Okay. So one of the groups hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. This next one is 26, and there are 2 6s in there.
Right. 2 extra hits.
Okay.
I'll keep track of your extras.
Are you keeping track of this?
I'm keeping track of
The
your
extra hits?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then I can just hit roll and it rolls the exact same dice again. Okay, a 15, a 3, a 1, a 5, and a 3 for a total of 27.
27 hits.
So the 1 and the 5, are we still doing 5 as an extra hit so those
Yes.
2 cancel each other out, or does one of those miss?
Cancel out. 5 and 6 are extra hits.
Okay, cool. And then the next one is total of 31 with 1 5 in there, so there's 1 extra hit.
Okay.
So then I've rolled for 4, so I've got 2 more. That's a total of 15 again, and there was a yes and a no, so they just cancel each other out.
Okay.
And then the last one, total of 24
24.
with an
All
extra.
right.
Does that one
24
hit?
hits. Yep.
Okay, cool. So 4 of those
4 hits
hit.
with 3 extra hits. 4 full hits, 3 extras. 4 of those
You sure?
actions completely hit with action surge. Completely hit.
Yeah.
And then you have 3 extra hits in total.
Oh, I thought there was more than 3 extra hits, but
At least you didn't say them out loud, if so, and I was told to keep track.
this one has one. This one has an extra hit.
And
Does
4
that
extra
count?
hits.
Did you? Okay.
Okay.
I think that's where I was getting confused. Okay. So 4 and 4. Okay. Cool. So that would be. Okay. So 5 times 4. So 20 plus 4 is 24 d10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus the d8s on all of those. So 24 times 2 d8s. So 48 d8s.
24 d8. Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. And then the 24 times 10 from Storyteller
240.
plus 12 plus 326 578.
178 minus for its armor. All right. You blast at it with a bunch of ink, blasting off chunks of its eyes and its these mushroom tops that get blasted everywhere. It lets out a reeling screech in pain, but still it stands.
How far away is it?
It's about 30 feet. It's about 30 feet. Viari has moved up to within 10 feet for a spiritual.
What is our armor reduction? Or do I? Wait, no, I don't have one, do I?
You do have
'Cause
an
I
armor
have-
reduction. It's determined by armor class.
Oh, it's not determined by the armor that you're
No,
wearing, because I'm wearing robes of the Archmagi.
It's your armor class divided by 3 equals your resistance. This is how much you subtract from every single instance of damage that you receive.
Oh, okay, armor class.
If you're wearing medium, light, if you're wearing light, medium, or heavy armor, you get a +1, a +2, and a +3 to your resistance, respectively.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The aberration is going to turn.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can I have it make a charisma saving throw?
This is its legendary action, so it's not its turn yet.
Okay, cool.
It's going to make a hit at 1 AM. Gets VR, this is the closest. And I get 1 extra d6 because of 11, 16. That's an extra hit. Extra hits on legendary action sounds dumb, so I'm not going to do it. 16, 18, 21, 24, 26, 30. 30 to hit. Fun. See one of the mouths VRE lunge at you.
No, thank you.
It takes a big old bite at 30 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
All right. Google. Nice.
Oh, I don't like this because that means you're rolling a lot.
Yes, I am.
Oh. I think that we should get a godly ability that lets us double our hit points.
It's called having
basically the
fucking
tough feat.
dragons. And it's called tough as well. You get 46 damage as this thing bites into you. And please additionally add
And -7 because of the...
-7 because of your armor, if that's determined by your armor
Okay,
class.
so 39.
Okay.
I got it!
Look at you go. Good job, Amelia.
Brooke, you can pick a pronoun.
Please
Oh!
also...
That I get to remove from you?
No, you get a pronoun.
Let me think
please
about it.
also keep track. You have 6 stacks of destruction upon you.
I don't want those actually. Can I take me my?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You get,
Alright.
yeah.
It is now the aberration's turn.
Charisma save.
I will make my charisma save.
6. Can I refund these?
Refund what?
6 stacks of destruction?
No. That's a cheeky 16 on the charisma save.
That fails. Yeah, it ends its turn doing nothing.
Excellent. A's, your turn.
Excellent. For A's turn, I will Blade Song.
Okay.
And
one action
then
point.
one action point. Another action point to Spirit Shroud at the 5th level.
Okay.
That's 2. I guess I might as. Oh, I could take 2 action. I could action surge, yeah, or just.
You could
I
take.
could
You're gonna take the attack action surge, and then attack again.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do.
Excellent. Do that.
Okay, cool. So for the attack, 18 would be 5d6.
Okay.
4, 8, 12, 17, 18 plus 11 is 29.
29 hits. How many 5s and 6s were in your secondary dice?
1, 5, and 1, 1.
Okay, those cancel out. So you make you make both your hits, adding on your extra dice applicably.
Okay, so cool. Okay, so that's 1d10 for the long sword. And then for the Eldritch Blasts, that's gonna be 4d6. No, 4d10?
It's 5d10 because I've given you guys a bonus to your cantrips.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's 4 beams.
5 beams. 5 beams.
5. Okay, yeah, that's 5 being. Okay, cool. And then Spirit Shroud is
2d8 per hit, so that should be a total of 6 hits, 12d8.
cool. And I don't think I'm missing anything.
Just your charisma modifiers and whatnot.
Yeah, okay. So that's a 92 on the dice, plus 14 plus 20 for the charisma modifiers. And I believe that is it, and that would be my first attack.
That'll be your first your first.
Or first action. Yeah. I know the things, I say the wrong words. Okay, and so then I'm gonna do that all again.
Nice. Roll once more.
Okay, that's a 12 on the die. And then, ooh, a 1 and a 5 that cancel each other out. That's 6, 10, 13, 15 plus 12 is 27.
That hits. How many 5s
Okay,
and 6s?
and they cancel, the 5 and the 1 cancel.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna click roll again. So that's 75 on the dice. And do you happen to remember all those numbers that I had to add to
14 plus
it?
20.
Yeah.
So what'd you get for the dice?
75.
75. Well, I'm adding this up. Could you describe this for me?
Yeah, I think Ace walks over. You know, Ace has a very specific kind of showmanship. It's not too ostentatious. But Ace was walking ahead. Here's the crack from Viari, and this thing moves. Just holds a hand out, and reality seems to bend about this thing, freezing it in place. And Ace just walks up with that hand, and I think the Eldritch Blasts, instead of beams being fired out, just sort of feel like this reality kind of crushing inward on it, and then I just go up and stab it through with my longsword.
Hell fucking yeah. You blast this thing a shitload, giving it all them blasty blasts. But it seems to be quite resistant to a lot of... It seems to be absorbing a decent chunk of this and manages to stay up. In fact, it still looks like it's got quite a bit to go.
Okay.
I'm now going to take my next legendary action. Time to learn what stacks of destruction do. They give a bonus d6 to the next hit per stack. So this thing is going to be targeting down Viari once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I get an extra 6 d6s. There's an extra... That is 52 to hit on Viari.
Misses.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Which, because it rolled so fucking high, it's gonna get a legendary action back, and we'll be able to attack A's. Viari, please take a palpable 54 damage.
How many attacks was that?
That was 1. It is now going to 2, 3, 4, 6. It's now going to roll on Ace. Ace, it's a 33 to hit.
Just barely. The 33 scrapes by.
Nice. You get 48 damage, and you gain 5 stacks of destruction. As you feel reality warping around you, not feeling too comfortable. Feywild Favor turn. Back to the top. It's going to choose Viari. You get an extra d6 to add to your actions.
Oh boy, thanks.
That could save your life.
Good.
What did I do, Brooke? What have I done to deserve this?
That's cool. Wait, so I ended up taking... I need to roll my concentration checks, actually. I forgot. So there was 39 and then 40 something, because I deducted the 7. What did it do? 54, 40...
47.
7. Okay. So I get advantage because of... Warcaster. So plus my Constitution. So that first one is going to be a 25, which beats the DC for the first one. And then the second one is a 27.
27 beats it.
Okay, cool. So I still have. Thank goodness for that plus 10. So I still have concentration up on the thingy-mabobby. Yes, Spirit Shroud. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast for Viari, and then Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast for my Simulacrum, and then it just has an action point free.
6 different rolls. Wait, no, not 6.
5.
5, yes.
Yes. Okay. I need to refresh the page because it's still got all my rolls from last time. Okay, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, plus an extra one, and it's only for 1 hit that it gets the extra die from the Feywild thing.
The Feywild favor, yes.
Yes. Okay. That is going to be a 24 with 1 extra hit.
24. So okay.
And then, so I remove the extra die, and then I just roll with the 4.
Yes.
Okay. The second one is a total of 28 with 2 extra hits.
All right.
The third one is a total of 31 with 3 extra hits. I can take a picture of this for you. There are 3
Holy
6s.
shit.
I know. I rolled a 9, a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 4.
God damn.
The secondary dice went hard that time. So that's the third one. And then the next one is a 24 with 1 extra hit. Oh, I've gotten lucky. I haven't rolled a 1. You watch this next one will miss. This next one will miss. It's gonna balance out. Okay, there's a 1 in here. It's an 18.
An 18 misses. That action.
Ah, damn it! I got a 6, a 1, a 4, a 4, and a 3 on that one. I was going too well. So that's. I've got 1 more to roll, or?
Nope, that's it.
Okay,
4
so
of those
4
hit,
hit.
7 extra hits.
Okay, cool.
So 4 times 5 is 20, so 27 hits total.
Okay, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2d8 for all of those, which means 54.
54 d8s.
Sorry, 54 d8s, yeah?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 27 times 10, which is 270, plus 12, 282. So that is going to be 282 plus 369. That's 651.
651. Please describe this blast. It's not dead yet, but please describe it because we missed it last time. Well, it might not be. I haven't calculated yet.
I'm just gonna write. Viari's just gonna be like writing on a piece of paper, real quick and like scribbling, and then folding it up like origami, and then blowing it, the like little origami swan into the face of this thing, and it explodes, and you just see that the words jump off the page, the ink, and it just says die, 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 as it just like blasts it with ink.
Amazing. It is quite damaged. In fact, this thing looks like garbage. It is very badly damaged. You watch as like some of the mushrooms begin to fall off. It is barely alive at this point. it is going to attempt to cast a spell.
I will counterspell.
Do you have enough action points?
Yeah, because I used... Oh, wait. Action... Oh, no, I think I'm one short.
Okay.
Never mind.
This thing casts anti-magic field. Completely emptying this, avoiding this area of magic for a moment. Yes, you'll note as well that this turns off Blade Song, Mage Armor, all those effects. Magic items are reduced as well in this moment. Magic items no longer work in an anti-magic field. Well, I'll take its turn. You watch now as a bunch of the mushrooms begin to...
Oh, wait, it's starting its turn now?
Now it's starting its turn.
Can I get a charisma saving throw?
I'm gonna say that godly abilities are linked with magic and do not function in an anti-magic field.
Oof, okay.
It's going to sink a bunch of the mushrooms into the ground as a bunch of smaller ones begin to make their way in front of you and begin to nip and spite at you both.
I hate mushrooms so much.
You can't get away from it in either of our games.
No, I just mean like in real life.
Oh.
Okay, one extra hit on A's. That is going to be a 25, a 28, 30.
Hey, Offbeat, I'm just gonna save you the time. If it's higher than 12, that's my AC right now.
Oh shit, that's very funny.
I don't wear armor. I'm too pretty for that.
Okay. I'm gonna get out another tab of Google Dice Roller.
Wait, do shields reduce the amount that you take in damage as well for your armor?
Sure, they'll reduce it by 1. They'll give a 1 bonus.
Even if it's like a higher, like a +3 shield or something?
I think I did think about that when making it, and because a shield already raised your armor, it already removed some of the... I'm gonna say no for now.
Okay.
I'll think about it afterwards, though, because that is a good point. A's, you take 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. A's, you take 77 piercing damage as all of these mushrooms with eyes latch onto you. And you gain... Oh, I forgot about your stacks of destruction. It's not like it matters.
Oh, yeah.
You gain 10 stacks of destruction.
Cool. Thanks for the gift. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. On you, VRE. That's a 28 to hit with 2 extra hits, so that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That is 131 damage as they bite and hit you.
Down.
All right. That is the aberration's turn. Ace, what do you do?
Okay. Oh, we're in a magic thing. I can't. Well, how's this thing looking?
Like absolute shit.
Like absolute.
Question.
Yes.
If we got put into an anti-magic field, then true polymorph would have worn off, which means that I would have reverted back to normal flat VRE, which means that I would have been at full hit points.
Yes, that is true.
Yes, I'm still up.
I'm just gonna stab this guy twice. That's all I got. It's not magic.
Go for it.
Okay, so starting out with a 19, great strong start. or
So how
following
much
that
damage
up.
is that? Sorry? Was that 131? Did you say?
131, yes, dealt over the course of 6 hits.
8,
Okay.
10. That is 10 plus 10 is 20 plus 19. That is a 39 to hit.
Over 2 hits.
Yep.
So close.
No, that's 39 to hit. Sorry,
39,
not.
oh, 39 hits, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm just adding fucking. Okay, that's 6 plus 6. That's 12. And then, oh, I got 2 5s. What does that mean?
2 finds means 2 extra hits.
Okay, cool. So that's 12, 14, 21 plus 14 twice, 21 plus 28. That's 49. Yeah?
49 damage.
Yep.
Once again, this is going to be very, very close.
Ugh.
I
Okay, that's my attack. What can I fucking do as a bonus action?
How would you like to do this?
Oh, yeah! Ace does not like not having magic. Like, Ace really, really hates that. And I think what I'm just going to do is, like, take 2 steps forward, kind of yanking my feet free from the mushroom, and then just at its mass, just kind of double up my sword 2-hand and stab it straight in the middle down, and then, like, pull it out. And then chop it in half, and Ace is just mad and chopping it into several tiny pieces.
Every time you strike at this thing, it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller versions of itself as you chop and slash and chop and chop and chop. At some point, the anti-magic field just fizzles and your magic is rebirthed back into you.
And I'm still swinging at it in anger.
And this thing dies.
Does the true polymorph go back?
No, true polymorph is gone.
Okay.
True polymorph spells have been effectively dispelled.
Okay.
Okay.
Ow.
Yari? Yeah, okay. Remember the first time when we were walking through the Feywild and I told you to just follow directly in my footsteps? We're gonna go back to doing that.
I was trying.
It's getting very hard to do that and keep pace with the monkey. That's the issue.
Ace knows that, but she's still gonna say it. Like, I know that, but, like, Ace is just gonna say that. Okay.
I tell you what. I'm gonna pull out the necklace and jump inside and have Charlie hand it to you.
I like to think you just toss it and you just kind of zoop out of
Yeah.
Alright.
Fair enough. And I forget, is there any way to collect proof of us killing the aberrations? Because we needed, like, 3, right?
There's a little
Plus
mushroom on the
bonuses?
ground with an eyeball inside of it, just kind of like glitching and twitching out on the ground.
Send in Zed.
Can I hear you?
As I jump in.
Wait, Zed's with you, isn't he? Or do
Oh,
I
is
have
he?
him back? I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
I
have
just
him
think
back,
y'all
you
were
have him
hanging
back.
out. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Zed, can you just...
Yeah.
Can you grab that little thing? I don't like mushrooms creep me out.
They creep me out too. I don't like them.
Okay, like,
Okay,
I don't know,
fine, I'll do
put on
it,
like
I'll
a
do it.
tiny little
Don't
thank
say I never done anything
you.
for you though. Don't say I've never.
I
done
never have. I've literally never said
You
that.
say I do a lot of things for you that are bad.
You've done many good things for me too, and this is one of them.
Thank you, much appreciated.
Zed
Thank
grabs
you.
the mushroom and like his stupid chibi wings just flapping, holding him up by the ass as he picks it up.
Do you want me to like just like hold on to this? Do you want me to deliver it anywhere?
Can
Want me
you
to
send
pose
it back
with
to?
Sensually.
You can. You can send it back to Lady Luna, I guess, if that's something you can do.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
off, and he begins to fly off like a big bumblebee.
All right. Little monkey, little fella. Let's keep going.
Scampering.
Wait, so did you not send Zed into the necklace?
Oh, did you? I thought you wanted me to send it off.
I was trying to take a break. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, just...
Oh, you wanted me
Charlie
to?
help?
You wanted me to put Zed in the necklace. I thought you wanted Zed to send the proof off.
She wanted a
Oh.
moment. She wanted to have a moment.
So that I could have my short rest.
Summon Charlie.
You gotta be more
Charlie.
clear about those.
Okay. I will summon Charlie.
Alright.
And what's this about?
I don't know, we have to have a moment or something so that I can have a short rest here. It's weird and funky.
That's fucking dumb. I hate the Feywild.
I agree!
This place
It's
sucks.
been so annoying this entire time. All of the rules are so stupid.
I couldn't agree more. This is why I like Alistair. You know, he's got a lot of rules, but they all make sense, relatively speaking. I've worked for many people these years, you know. You never really asked me about who I worked for previously, but I've worked for so many bastards. Ugh. At least I know
Who
when
else
I'm
have you
doing.
worked for?
Hmm?
Who else have you worked for?
Well, I'm an imp. I've worked for devils. I've worked for demons. I've worked for all manner of weird concepts and constructs. I've even briefly had a little stint under the Chaos Pantheon, but we don't like to talk about that one.
I want to talk about that one.
Oh my god, of course you want to talk about that one.
You knew that when you brought it up, I was going to ask about that one. You set me up for that question. Don't play dumb now. Who did you work under in the Chaos Pantheon?
Oh, so we worked together for how many years, and now finally you ask me?
I've asked you about your job before.
And I'm only allowed to permit certain things, but now that we're in the Feywild, it seems like I can speak freely. This is great.
Do you like the Feywild or do you hate the Feywild?
I'm allowed to have differing opinions on different subjects. People are complex, VRE. Not black
And
and
you're
white.
an imp, not a person.
Well, I guess
Apparently
we
also
don't
a
get to share
hive
this
mind.
moment. Fuck you too.
No,
You're just a whiny little
I'm
bitch.
sorry.
How about that
I'm
one? I'm sorry.
that
you said
was
I,
mean and you know
You
it.
said I wasn't a person.
You have in the past said that you're not a person. You
I'm
pointed out that you're a hive mind to me. You're now weaponizing this as a way to be annoyed rather than dealing with the actual subject matter.
Yeah. Alright, fine, I'll tell you
Charlie.
about the Chaos Pantheon. Alright, so I
I'm
worked
sorry for
previously.
saying you're not a person.
Thank you. Even though I'm not, I like to be treated as one. Thank you very much. So, basically, I used to work under Beatrice, but I was only doing clerical work.
Did you learn anything interesting?
She likes her coffee black. She's very annoying. She wakes up every morning and screams at the sun. There's nothing much. She's very boring.
Why does she wake up every morning and scream at the sun? What has she got against the sun? Oh, I see. Okay. You say she's very boring, but all of these details are super interesting to me. Have you ever told Alistair this information?
Of course he knows.
Oh. And you didn't learn anything about her clerical work?
I know that it's a mess. I know that when she hired me, it was the best it looked in ages. And I know that shortly after I left, it never got better. Basically, every time there's documentation there, it's garbage. It gets sent to some asshole intern. The asshole intern's tasked with finding out who to send it to, but no one keeps track of who anybody is, so it's just a mess. If you look at the backlog of the Chaos Pantheon, complete disaster. It's horrible. It's a wonder how anyone gets anything done, you know?
Do you think we could get in there? Like we could
Probably.
break in into their paperwork and mess with it?
Best way to do that's through their side of their side of the divine contract, but as we all know, they're heavily guarded from that entrance point, you know?
Yeah.
That entrance point, that's the main way in. It's basically the only way in as far as we know. But of course we know that.
Right.
But that they do keep that heavily guarded. But once you're through there, they don't know where you are. It's like a single point of failure, you know? It's kind of like they know that everything's a mess, and if anyone gets through, they're fucked. So they basically ensure that nobody gets through. Whereas with Alistair, he can't afford to do that. There's a lot more secrets that he's got to keep. He's got to be much better about things. He's got a tight ship to run. So he makes sure that everything is equally heavily guarded. You get in, okay, sure, you can do that. But then you got to get in again just to get out, you know? You got to get...
So there are no defenses on the other side.
Past that single point of failure.
Have you known this the whole time?
I mean, yeah, I thought I was pretty well known. Alistair said as much. But getting
Well, he
past...
said that was the main thing. He said that there was... I always thought that he meant that there was more on the other side of that as well. Like, it was heavily guarded and that point was super dangerous. But I didn't realize there were no defenses on the other side.
I mean, like, a point is a generous term. It's a point. But the point's a long point, you know? It's kind of like a point when someone doesn't really know what they're trying to say. It's a whole sentence. It keeps going and going and going and going and going. It's a whole blitzkrieg of bullshit that you gotta get through. But once you're through, you're through. But you gotta be very good about getting through. It's a fucking nightmare to get past.
And would
that point.
Beatrice know if we did manage to get past her defense? Like, would her defenses alert her?
Frankly, I'm unaware at this point. But back when I worked with her, we had a few break-ins every once in a while. Usually it was Alistair himself trying to take a peep through. She usually figured that out pretty quick, though, because the bastard announced it because of some fucking Geneva Convention or something that every time you... I don't know. He's got some whole rule about it. He's very...
Implies the existence of fantasy Switzerland.
But he knows how to get through then.
Back then he did. Every once in a while he tries to break through just for fun, just to see if he still can. But, like I said, doing so is tough. He's probably...
And if he...
He's probably trying to figure that out right now.
If he brought us through and then left us there whilst he went and announced himself.
You'd be through. But that would mean you'd have to work with Alistair as your boss on an exploration mission, and frankly, I couldn't imagine the worst hell. You think he's bad when he's your boss? Try being in the same battle company as him. I fought in 2 wars with him. Absolute asshole.
Really? What is he like? What did he do?
You gotta follow his orders. If you don't follow his orders, he's mad at you. Because objectively, they're correct. But
we follow his orders anyway.
Okay, but Kit, you and I both know you don't like following orders.
Okay, but I do it anyway.
Okay, but you don't like it.
I'm really not seeing a difference between what I'm doing now versus what you're describing.
Look, all I'm saying is, when he's under pressure and he's asking you to do things, he's gonna seem harsher than he usually is. He's gotta be. He's under pressure. So it's...
The man literally told me he was incapable of loving me. I think I'll be fine.
Considering you're still cut up about that, you won't.
Just making a point.
Well, your point was a bad one. Point is that clearly he cares about you and you care about him, but you're horrible at communicating that to each other. So it's only gonna get worse if he's your battle company leader. Best course of action is probably he breaks in himself, announces it, and then does his best to tell you guys how to do it next time.
I guess, but next time the defenses will be changed and increased and...
Well,
it's good to know, though.
Mm-hmm.
Did we just share a moment?
Maybe. I don't know. You did. Get your short rest. Ace, would you like to share a moment with somebody?
I don't think... Well, Ace is kind of by themselves right now. And, I mean...
Creatures. You can talk to one of them.
Yeah. Honestly, I think rather than talking to the creatures specifically, as we're moving through the Feywild, Ace just wants to really, like, connect with the land itself and, like, the trees and just be really, like, not have be present in that moment of the place that they consider home. And this is, like, the first time in a while that they've actually been alone to, like, at all, and just to be able to enjoy that, I think is what they want.
So you look around at this wilderness in which you grew up in, the familiar mushroom trees, the little creatures scampering and scuttling about, the weird brutality of the nature here. Creatures that just violently kill and eat, but some that are just sitting there pretty and beautiful and a little bit alien. And you look around and you feel the very damp but cool breeze on your skin, and it feels very, for the once and the first time in a while, this place feels familiar. Ever since you got here, there's been that sense of like, I feel like I don't belong here anymore. I feel like something's missing. But now that you know that Moments is only a few steps ahead, you feel that familiarity once again.
Yeah. I think they just enjoy that.
All right, you get your 10 minutes. Well, you got a short rest. Yours would take longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah. I don't even think I need a short rest. I guess I can roll some hit dice.
You can get your action surge back.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
You also get any warlock spell slots back that you spent.
I didn't spend any. I just what's the thing? You know, Spirit Shrouded.
Back you can also use Arcane Recovery to recover one of your spell slots.
Ooh. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. I keep forgetting about Arcane Recovery because usually I'm playing lower level wizards. And I get like a single level spell slot or something like that.
I'm gonna pop out when I'm allowed.
After an hour of time passes, you guys go walking for a bit. I believe you went into the necklace to help with the walking portion so that you're not as... It takes a little bit. It takes a little while. Almost about a good 5 hours of walking. You guys walk. Ace takes hikes through this forest. As you guys get to the next point, the monkey stops. Another teleportation circle. This one at a hut. You see outside, almost looks like a mud and wood igloo. A little smokestack rising from up top. And you see sitting in a hammock is a young woman.
And jump out. And then wait for the monkey to walk up.
She's sipping a juice box. She's almost a kid, about 14 years old.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi. Do you mind if we sort of hang out?
She swivels in her hammock to sit up.
Maybe. Who are you?
Sorry, you cut out. I didn't hear that.
Maybe. Who are you?
Point to
My
the monkey.
name-
The monkey's supposed to introduce us. There was a message attached.
She grabs the monkey, picks her up. The monkey opens its mouth and the recorded message plays. Hi. It's the god of time. And then, repeats that, but in Viari's voice.
And nothing about their car's extended warranty.
Nothing about the car's extended warranty, as was asked of me.
So, which one of you's the god of time?
Ah. You're just the mouthpiece, I see.
So, you are the unknown god of moments.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you like that? Do you like being the god of moments?
I like my hut.
Yeah?
I don't know. It's all I've known for quite a while at this point.
How old are you, if I may ask?
Short. How long's a moment supposed to be? They aren't long. So I'm new.
No.
I'm new and I'm here and I'm about to go and I'm about to go and I'm about to become again, you know?
Yeah,
Thank
did you...
God.
Have you always been the god of moments? Were you anything before you were this?
as I know, I've always been this. Just existing.
Do you want to be something else?
That's an option?
Almost anything's an option. Given enough time.
I have an important job here. People like me. I get fed. You two seem interesting. Who are you? For real, though.
For real, I had your job before you had your job. I took care of moments while I was serving in the Court of the Moth. I'm sure you're familiar with it. And then I ascended to godhood, became the god of time, and lost that aspect of control.
And who's she? Pointing to Viari.
God of lies.
And dreams and stories.
You like it here? No, you don't.
Some parts. Some parts.
Come on. I know you don't.
Well, that's just not true.
What was that whole conversation about then on your way here?
I was just grumpy.
Temperamental then?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Temperamental god of lies. Former
And dreams
keeper of
and
moments.
stories.
Interesting lot here. Order Pantheon. You can smell it
Yes.
on ya.
It's the sandalwood.
Yeah, it's pervasive.
She looks long and hard, really trying to figure out the purpose of this. She's gonna insight check you, Ace.
Yeah.
Are you trying to keep your intent hidden, or?
No, Ace wants to, very much wants to control or, like, have control over the domain of moments. But, like, isn't gonna, like, kill this god or anything to get it, but is looking for a solution.
So you want this job back?
Yes. I liked it a lot, and I like it's related to time, and I like knowledge on these sorts of things. It was a good time in my life. Sorry, good time in A's life.
We can... I mean... Let's come inside and talk and get to know each other better. This is new for me. This is a new idea.
I imagine this is a lot, and I have no intention of... I don't want to coerce you into something you're not comfortable with.
Well, come have some tea. We'll talk.
She gets off of her hammock, pats over to her igloo, opens it up, and walks inside.
You're welcome in.
I nod and walk in.
As you walk inside, bigger than the outside for surezies, a big space opens up. Almost like little rooms located in bubbles. This almost bubble world flows up above you guys. She looks around and pokes one of them, and you guys are transported to a little tea room, being served cakes and teas, and you're all dressed in old English finery. Completely just the most. It's almost uncomfortable how high tea this is.
Not for A's.
Not for A's. I don't know. I don't know for Viari. How do you feel? How's Viari feeling?
I think Viari has had to deal with enough of like Alistair's weird get-ups and stuff that Viari's just like, oh, well, okay.
So,
She takes a very delicate sip.
You want moments. I
Yes.
have moments.
2 for 2.
I like my job. I don't want to lose it. It's who I am. But it is the nature of a moment, too. I only like this because I am this now. I could be something else later. I could be something else even later beyond that. I don't need to stay as that. I wasn't always the god of moments. I was the god of change. The god of constant flux and flow. That's who I was told I would become moments. I would fit. A moment is always changing. We're in one now, we'll be in one later, but it won't be the same one as the last. They saw me a good fit for the position. This is an aspect of who I am. I've been told to play this position for a long time. I guess my question then would be if I'm the god of change and still am and always will be, what will I be after this? If I like what I will be, I see no reason why I shouldn't give you moments. But I don't know what I'll be. So naturally I'm frightened, even if it is of myself.
Well, isn't that a part of change? It's inevitable, sometimes scary. I don't know exactly how this all works in a hierarchy. So I am the god of time, and I sort of am situated underneath a god of fate. And there are the core gods in the order Pantheon. You may already know this.
Heard of you?
Yeah, so maybe if you wanted to change into something else, if that's always a part of you, you could. Perhaps if we worked out a contract where I could take some stewardship over you, I could reclaim moments, and should you change into something that you don't like, since change is intrinsic to yourself, you could always change back, and if that is the case, I will give you moments, and you can choose to either stay underneath my stewardship or go off on your own.
She sets down her tea.
The whole reason I'm here is because you left, I'm told. If I'm to leave, the position will merely be filled once again. How will you keep the position?
I think we'll have to work out an agreement. I think I might have to spend some time here. Or perhaps, either I could find a way to sort of alter time and space so I could be here and there at the same time and just make sure none of the times are ever actually happening at once. Or you could be here if you really like being moments. And then when I come, I could sort of take over for a bit so I could access those parts of the domain and then leave. There are a lot of options, none of which I'm certain about.
Persuasion check.
22.
Moment sits there for a moment.
I think I could like this. Problem. Currently, you control time. You don't control space. Especially not in the Feywild. However, that's because no one controls space in the Feywild. The Fey spirit of space has left. I think that your option of none of the times overlapping might be fitting. I think it's long time for me to change. I could see this amenable, but the only way that we can keep having what we want, and I can get what I want, is if you can control space and time so that nothing ever overlaps.
All right. And so I just have to figure out how to become the face spirit of space.
Or kill him and take it for yourself.
Well, I hope he's not as pleasant as you.
He's a face spirit. Face spirits are all different. Very weird.
All right. Well, in that case, should I draw up a contract or vocal deal? You're a god and I'm a god, but we're in the Feywild, so I'm not sure exactly how this can be bound.
I think a verbal agreement is all we really need.
Okay.
I say, as soon as you get the god of space, I see no reason for me to even be moments. I'll be something else. I'll be something different.
And I look forward to meeting you. I will extend my hand for a shake.
She shakes it as well. I look forward to meeting the both of you. Even the quiet, temperamental one.
I have far too much and far too little experience in the Feywild to want to participate in complex political negotiations or discussions.
I'm only part Fey.
Aren't we all?
We're still in the Feywild.
Not anymore. We're in my domain. This domain's in the neutral pantheon. It's
Well, Ace tends to be better at these conversations. Mostly, I'm just annoying to the other parties. It's a bad habit. I'm working on it.
good for you.
Like genuineness actually like strikes her face. Like, oh, that's good. Congrats.
We love personal growth.
I love personal growth.
Well, I'll let you guys go. Get back to me once you have that god, that Fey spirit of space under wraps. I think you probably have an idea of where he is.
All right, we will.
Kind of smell him on you. Well, good luck. Have fun.
And she claps her hands, and you guys are launched out of the wood igloo, like stumbling out.
Yeah. Ace catches Viari. They inevitably fall.
Viari catches the monkey.
You want to go visit Cease?
You know, I would never expect you to say those words. Yeah, let's go talk. Be an interesting conversation.
All right.
Cool.
And that's where we'll end today's session. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. Episode 42 of Paperwork Pantheon. My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch under those exact same names as you might know. Please support the Patreon. Support the Twitch. We didn't get to meet Ballad Boy's NPC, but he will be met next week. For reference, if you want to be in PP Game as an NPC, get a clip. Get the best one of the week on Twitch. This is called brand integration. I will pass it to Amelia.
Hi, I am still Amelia, and you can find me most places at Amelia Som, or by going to links.ameliasom.com. The Unprepared Casters charity stream on June 10th. Top secret things. It's going to be great. There's some really special guest stars. I'm super excited about it. We're going to raise so much money for Trans Lifeline. And also on my personal Twitch, twitch.tv/AmeliaSom, starting Mondays this summer, I'm going to play through the entire Assassin's Creed franchise 100% sync.
Go you.
If I don't get 100%, I'll stop. I won't play anything else.
I believe you, and yet, holy wow. Have fun with that.
Good luck.
My name is Brooklyn Tuesday. You probably can't find me elsewhere. Or at least you shouldn't. Yay!
Yay! All right, everybody.